Good day, ladies and gentlemen. It's Kyle here yet again. And in this video, I just want to run down some of the things going on with the Zilliqa network again. Now, it seems to be like I'm hyper-focused on that because that's what most of my recent crypto videos are about, but it's mainly just because I see it as a hidden gem, and it has so much potential that's so hidden, right? That's why it's called a hidden gem. So, let's just, with all that said, let's just jump right into it. YouTube is jumping on the NFT bandwagon. Just like Twitter before, Facebook is jumping into all sorts of things, and Nike and a bunch of companies all jumping onto the NFT bandwagon. But YouTube is of utmost interest now because, as you can see, they're looking to utilize NFTs to connect creators with, well, their audience, and to help YouTube creators make money, which is good. But why this is important from my point of view is that, wait, isn't there a project that's already almost done working to do exactly what YouTube is trying to do? And so I have this weird somewhat theory of like, instead of YouTube spending the money to create the technology, to test it out and take all this time and, well, money and effort to create their own, why wouldn't they just integrate XCAD, right? They're almost done. They're going to be a browser-based extension that integrates with YouTube to be a watch to earn, right? So you earn XCAD token by watching YouTube creators that are affiliated with the XCAD network. But on top of that, they're also doing creator NFTs. And of course, right, some of the biggest YouTubers. Well, the biggest, Mr. Beast himself, KSI, here's a slew of other ones. They have a whole list. But XCAD already has the technology, the integration of systems. They have their own decentralized exchange, the XCAD DEX, which will allow, once creators start creating their NFTs, to be able to swap, trade, sell any NFTs that they make. So, I don't know the specifics. It's kind of up to the creators of how they release their own NFTs. But as they gift NFTs or sell NFTs to their audience, the audience can go onto the DEX and trade it for other creator content or just for XCAD token and sell it for money. And so XCAD already has these things in place. Now, their browser extension is not released yet, but it is in the testing phases. And their DEX is up and running. And like I said, they already have big YouTubers affiliated with, not only affiliated with, but also invested into the XCAD network. So for me, in my mind, it's like I said before, doesn't it not make sense to, instead of YouTube creating their own blockchain and going through all that rigmarole, why not just integrate something that's already doing and already has YouTubers affiliated with it, right? I mean, this would be big news if this comes out because, well, let's take a look. XCAD is a gem. It is hidden. It has a market cap of $80 million, which is not that high, right? It's ranked number 451 out of all the cryptos, so it's really low on the spectrum. It's down significantly right now, as you can see, a whopping 13%. But the whole market's down. But like I said, it's less than $100 million market cap, which is extremely low considering, right, the audience that it's about to be introduced to as their browser extension becomes released and people actually become aware of this, right? As Mr. Beast actually starts releasing his NFTs, we will be introduced to, well, how many people? 66.8 million subscribers for Mr. Beast, 23.3 for KSI, and on down the list we go, right? That's millions of people that are not only introduced to cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology, but also this whole new model of watch to earn, right? Which can also lead to play to earn, but it's still extremely undervalued for the audience that it's about to be introduced to. And YouTube even considering implementing their own NFT platform, which wouldn't make sense if there's already something that's already doing what they're wanting to do or thinking about doing. It just makes sense to integrate it. That's what I'm seeing, right? There is no evidence of this. In that article, it didn't say, they didn't expand on any of what their intentions really are, what their goals are. They're just saying that they're considering using NFTs within the YouTube platform. And this is already here. It's going to get released soon enough. Most of it's already done. So yeah, another hidden gem. On to the next piece, which is not XCAD, but it does have to do with the Zilliqa network, of which XCAD is built upon. Right? I don't know if any of you've seen this, but there's been a little bit of hubbub, and this is the second time this has happened. But Meta, which is Facebook's rebranding of themselves to try to take over the metaverse, and Metapolis. Yeah, Metapolis will be built upon the Zilliqa blockchain, and this is the second time that Meta has interacted with and hinted at a possible collaboration. So it's it's rumor, it's nothing concrete or solid, but like I said, this is the second time that Meta, Facebook, has interacted with Zilliqa by way of the Metapolis. Zilliqa's the metaverse that is being built on top of the Zilliqa blockchain. And let's just take a look at Zilliqa, because this too is also undervalued, from my opinion. None of this is financial advice. I'm just sharing information and opinion from what I see. So $604 million market cap, Zilliqa, number 121 in the rankings. Low in the spectrum for what it's doing, right? It already has sharding, of which Ethereum 2.0 is striving to do. It has its staking model, 14% APY, 21 billion total supply, and 600 million market cap. So if Zilliqa and Metapolis do end up hosting Meta's metaverse in some capacity, that's just big upside potential. Right, Facebook, I don't know if you know, is rather popular and used by billions of people, the last I heard. And then on top of XCAD running on the Zilliqa blockchain, and as they get introduced to the people and people start using XCAD and YouTube creators start creating NFTs, that all runs on the Zilliqa network as well, which again now raises the price of Zilliqa, because you will need Zilliqa in some capacity to use the XCAD. Although the XCAD DEX doesn't need Zilliqa, it just uses its own tokens to make transactions, but it's running on top of the Zilliqa blockchain. So it's all very much intertwined, and both of these are very good for upside potential. So again, not financial advice, just whisperings upon the ethers that I'm sharing with you of possible things to look into and research to your own delight. So one final thing I wanted to add, I cannot access the XCAD DEX because I do not have a wallet on this computer, but they do have really good APYs for liquidity providing. So I do provide liquidity, XCAD and Zill and a couple of other things, but for now, right now, they're lower than what they're showing here. This is from a couple weeks ago. So the APYs have gone down, but it's still got really good APYs. Like I'm doing DXCAD and XCAD, that's around 1,000% APY. DXCAD is the governance token for the decentralized exchange of XCAD. Those are really nice APYs. And you can also single stake XCAD. So if you're holding on to XCAD, you can just stake XCAD by itself and not have to worry about impermanent loss. That still gives you good rewards. I want to say it's around 40% APY. And it's locked up for some time. So that's the downside. You have to lock up your XCAD for, I think it's like 2.5 months now, 3 months, paid in XCAD, so you're making more XCAD. The rest of the liquidity pairs pay you in DXCAD, which is the governance token of the decentralized exchange. So also makes a benefit. So not only are you holding a potential gem for the future as they start integrating with the YouTube platform, you can also make your money work for you, make your investments work for you, and earn more. And look at those APYs, not so bad. Again, thank you so much for listening. Like if you feel, subscribe if you want to, do all those crazy YouTube things, and until next time, that's all I got for you.